Hello everyone, this is Masi Ahmadi from Bridge Studio. In this tutorial, we are going to start the unwrapping process using Rizom Unfold 3D. First, we need to export our project. I'll select the objects we need to unwrap, deselect the plane, and then go to File, Export. Both FBX and OBJ formats work well, so choose one. Set the path and name for the file, check selected objects, and export. Next, go to File, Load, and select the FBX file you exported. It looks like you forgot to deselect the plane, so let's do that now from the top view. Don't forget to check out the shortcuts throughout the video. You can rotate the view by holding down Alt and left clicking. To pan, hold down Alt and middle click while moving your mouse. To zoom in and out, rotate the mouse wheel. We have two main parts in the view. One for 3D and one for flat views. Set the left part for 3D and the right part for the flat view. Now we are going to start unwrapping each part separately. Unwrapping means converting a 3D model into a 2D representation, which will make more sense when we start texturing. Stick with me on this. Here you can select vertices, edges, polygons, and elements. Let's select the first element and isolate it using this button. Switch to Edge Selection mode and select the edges where you want to cut the objects. Hold Ctrl and double click to select an edge loop. If you want to deselect an edge loop, hold Ctrl plus Shift and double click to deselect it. Don't worry if you are unsure about selecting the right edges. Just follow along and it will become clear. We'll do the same for the top part, and that's it. Now press C to cut. Go to Element Selection, select a part of the object, then press Select Element to select the entire object and press U to unwrap it. I usually press O afterward to optimize the unwrapped part, which stretches the UV island for better quality, but in this case it's not necessary. After unwrapping, you can pack the objects to see the UV islands organized in the UV tile and check for any issues. As I mentioned before, we call each section a UV island and the edges that we cut are the seams. Now we need to repeat this process for every object in this project. Let's try unwrapping the trash cans. Select the elements and isolate it. It's mainly two circles and one plane. Select the loop cut by double clicking in edge loop mode and don't forget to hold Ctrl to keep the selection. You can skip some edge loops for a cleaner unwrap, but when we move to Substance Painter for texturing, you will see why I insist on selecting every edge loop at the corners. If you lose your object or want to zoom in on selected edges, just press F. As you can see, we have 3 identical recycle bins, so we just need to press Alt plus C to select the same seams on the other 2 bins. Then press C to cut the seams and U to unwrap them. Sometimes you need to straighten your UV island to make texturing easier and cleaner. In these cases, you can select the UV island and use one of the align options. You can also see what the optimize function does by holding down O. Let's pack all the flattened parts we've unwrapped so far. Now let's unwrap the next part. I forgot to mention that you can select vertices, edges, polygons, and elements using F1, F2, F3, and F4. Let's repeat the process. Let me show you another useful way to select edges, especially in triangulate and high poly objects, which can speed up your workflow. First, select an edge, then hold Shift and select another edge. The software will find the shortest path between them and select all the edges along the path, which is really helpful in some cases. You can repeat this action multiple times by holding Shift. Okay, let's finish this part like before and move on to a new one. Here's a tip. If your object's topology is clean and your bevel numbers are 3, 5 or something like that, you can find the best path to select where 3 edges convert at a single vertex, just like what you see here. All you need to do is recognize this path and follow them. Looks like there are some endguns here that we'll need to fix later. Now let's cut the seams and unwrap this. Let's try another one just like before. Alright, that's enough for this part. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to support us. Good luck and see you later.